Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Muhammad Bello Doka. I'm here with the history of the Hausa people. Brief history with the Hausa people. Who are the Hausas? Where do they come from? What is their culture and tradition? This channel will brief you about these happenings. Please kindly like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates. The history of the Hausa people. According to Wikipedia.com, Hausa is one of the largest ethnic groups in Africa, with a whopping 80 million people native speakers. Yes, you heard me very well. A whopping 80 million people native speakers, and over 20 million speakers as second language. Mainly these people are within Niger Republic, northern part of Nigeria, Chad, Ghana, Sudan, and Cameroon. These are the Hausa-dominated countries. And most of these speakers are in Nigeria. Then, the Hausa kingdoms. How does the Hausa kingdoms comes about? The Hausa kingdom or Hausa land was a collection of states started by the Hausa people situated between the river Niger and the Lake Chad in modern-day Nigeria. Hausa land lays between the Western Sudanic kingdom and the ancient Ghana and Mali kingdoms. Hausa land took shape as a political and cultural region during the first millennium CE, Christian era, as a result of the westward expansion of the Hausa people. They arrived at Hausa land when the terrain was converting from woodland to savanna. And as you know, Hausas are basically farmers or into agriculture. So they started cultivating grains, which provide food security. As a result of the food security, this led to a dense peasant population. They had common language, laws, and customs. The Hausas were known for fishing, hunting, agriculture, salt mining, and blacksmithing. There are 14 Hausa kingdoms, mainly the Hausa Bakwai and the Banza Bakwai, the legitimate Hausas and the bastard Hausas, just as it is being put in. But don't forget, these terms are basically metaphors. To know more about these kingdoms of the Hausas, kindly subscribe to this channel and click the bell there so that you will be updated about our subsequent videos where we are going to talk about the Hausa kingdoms, how they divided, and what unites them. So, by the 14th century, Kano became the most powerful city-state in the Hausa land. Kano had become the base for trans-Sahara trade in salt, clothes, leather, grains, among others. To date, Kano remains the commercial center of the Hausa land or the northern Nigeria, and to a large extent some part of West Africa when it comes to agricultural produce, certain mining of certain metals, and among others. So, the history of the Hausa kingdom would not be complete without the mention of the Bayajidda legendary. Who is Bayajidda? Bayajidda is an Arab prince who came to the Hausa land. His adventure, how he killed a snake in a famous Kusugu well in Daura, and his marriage to the queen of Daura, which is the base and oldest Hausa town After his marriage, then he gave birth to children. His children, the children of his wife and the children of his concubine, from the 14 Hausa kingdoms. In my subsequent video, I'm going to explain to you how these subsequent Hausa kingdoms come into being, which were known as the Hausa Bakwai, the 7 Hausas, and the Banza Bakwai, and the Banza Bakwai, that is the semi or the fake or the bastard Hausas. Why? But before that, let me give you a brief explanation as to why there are legitimate and illegitimate. Just like the biblical Abraham, when Bayajida came into the Hausa land, he met them in a drastic condition. Then Daura in Niger, in the Katsina state, is the only Hausa state or city state. And then it's a semi-Sahara region. So there is a problem of water. And there is only one well in Daura where they used to fetch water. And in that well, there is a snake, popularly called Sarki, or the king. And that snake refused people from fetching water unless Friday to Friday. So when Bayajida came in, he was with his horse, and it was late at night. So he went to a nearby house near the well, and he demanded to have water. When he drank, he requested to have water for his horse. And the woman said, "No, I can't give you today. It's just Saturday or Sunday. So I can't give you water. If I give you water, I will not be able to have water until Friday." He asked why, and she told him about the well and the snake. Then he asked to be directed to the well. When he went there, there is something called guga that was used to fetch water from the well, to draw water from the well. So he went there, knowing fully well about the snake. He put in his guga to fetch water, and the snake followed the rope. He quickly grabbed the neck of the snake and cut off its head, put it by the side, put the neck of the head of the snake in his bag, and watered and gave his horse water. So while leaving, he got the queen had already promised a substantial reward to anybody who killed the snake. So when she found out, she wanted to know who he is, who killed the snake. And so many people, so many pretenders come up to lay claim to killing the snake, but none. He came and presented the head, and the queen told him about her promise, but he declined all her promises. In return, he promised to marry her. So that is where the similarities between the now coming, the biblical Abraham now coming, because when he married her, she could not conceive. And at the end, as it was the custom, she gave him her slave in marriage, and the slave gave birth to a child. And rivalry coming. After the queen had been able to get rid of the little issues that have stopped her from conceiving or even laying with him, she too had her own children. So from the side of the queen, those 7 children from the side of the queen were called the Hausa Bakwai. Those from the side of the slave, they were 6, they were called the Banza Bakwai. Also, there is a child he left on the road. In our subsequent video, you will get to know how this child come about, and how then this put together make the 7 Hausa state and the 7 Banza state, making 14 Hausa kingdom in Hausa land. In my subsequent video, I will explain the Bayajida legend, and I will explain also the state that the Hausa kingdom that spring up after Bayajida legendary. Don't forget to like this video. Also subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.